reckon they're cured. I wish they all was as easy to drive out as them two. You know, that's the 4th time Mason has sold that same place. Fuzzy.
Doggone you. A man can't snatch 40 winks without you busting in.
If you do your sleeping at night, it would help a lot.
I do, but nights ain't long enough.
So you spend your day dreaming.
Yeah, I like to dream. You meet some mighty nice people that way. What'd you find out in town?
Nothing much yet. Mr. Cartwright, the man I want to see, is still away. He's in trouble.
What's the matter, folks?
Plenty trouble, son. We just got robbed and chased out of Julesburg.
What do you mean, chased out?
Why, we bought a little ranch from the Land and Water Company. Our first payment took all our savings, and things wasn't just as they was represented to be.
And after we'd built our cabin, we found it impossible to farm the land.
Yeah, the creek bed seemed to dry up quite sudden-like.
And when we couldn't make our next payment, some men came and drove us off.
Didn't you try to get your money back?
Yes, but there was a joker on their bill of sales, so what could we do?
So Dad and I decided to take our loss and head back to Kentucky.
Well, I can't say as I blame you. But things are going to be different in Julesburg when Mr. Cartwright gets back. Why not stick around a while and camp out?
No, son. You got a fight in your hands. And we're kind of getting along in years for fighting. Me and Matilda.
Yes, I reckon we're too old for a young country like this.
Thanks, son.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
What happened, Jack?
Somebody gave those people a pretty raw deal in Julesburg.
What do you mean?
Come on, I'll tell you about it.
It's a condition that has to be faced. This is pioneer country. We want pioneer people. That right, Slade?
Sure, this is fighting, scratching country. We gotta grab what we can and hold on to it.
Well, that being settled, I think it's about time for a little nip. What do you say, Jess?
Suits me, I can stand it.
Me too.
Morning, Reynolds.
Wait a minute, Mason. I want to talk to you.
Not now, Bart. I'm busy.
Yeah, you're busy, all right. Busy cheating honest people out of their money.
Now, I told you I'd take care of everything.
In the meantime, I'm going broke.
What's the trouble, Reynolds?
I bought a piece of land for a ranch site. Mason said there was water.
Did you look at it?
Sure, there was water. A creek ran through one corner.
Well, what's the kick?
Course was changed to the ranch next to mine.
That's right. We can't guarantee how a creek will run. A cloudburst can cut a new bed overnight.
There ain't been a cloudburst in 6 months, and you know it. I want my money, and I want it right now. There's still enough honest people in this town ain't gonna knuckle down to being robbed.
Ah, give him his money. Stop him from crying.
Why, of course, Bart. I didn't realize you felt this way. Step in the office and sign a release.
When you get your money, pin it inside your shirt and hightail it out of here, back the way you came from. This ain't no country for crybabies.
Land and Water Company has no intention of cheating anyone, Reynolds. Here's your money.
Thanks, Mason. Guess maybe I flew off the handle outside.
Just sign this release and everything will be legal and above board.
You know, this money represents all I got in the world.
Forget it, Bart. Here you are. Good luck. And sorry to see you go.
Go ahead and laugh, you want to, but I ain't taking any chances. Hold it.
Why, what's called meat?
Getting him won't do no good, but he's dumb enough to lead you to his partner. You know, that stranger that's been hanging around town asking questions.
Well, what then?
Then you can really unlimber that itchy trigger finger. Now get going and be sure you don't miss. I don't want him messing up that stagecoach job.
Don't worry about me, but where are you going?
I'm going to post the other boys on the stage road and then hightail it back to town.
You sure scared me.
You scared me, too, plenty. Busting in here like that.
But I got news. I just learned that Cartwright's coming in on the afternoon stage.
Good. We'll meet that stage at Beaver Gulch and talk to him before he gets to town. Hear anything more about Slade?
No, but the ranchers all seem to think he's behind all this trouble around here. I hear two of them talking, but they didn't say much.
Yeah, they don't trust anybody. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Me followed? Man, there ain't nothing ever followed me but, women. Much to my sorrow, I haven't seen one in 2 months.
So nothing ever follows you, huh?
Seems to be a lot of lead following me at present.
I wonder how many of them there are. That guy's quite a shot.
After this, use your own hat. Hey, where you going?
Well, there's no use in waiting here to be picked off. We'll make a run for those trees. You cover me.
Well, why not wait until night, and then we can sneak out?
You forget Cartwright on the afternoon stage. Now get ready. Now. Come out of there with your hands up. Now, who are you and who are you working for? Come on, let's have it.
Well, you were snooping around and we don't like strangers.
Who doesn't like strangers?
I don't know. I ain't been around long enough to find out. I heard they could use some guns, so I tied in with them.
You heard who could use a few guns. Come on, speak up. Was it Slade?
Yeah, Slade.
That's what I thought. Now, what's your name?
Red McGuire. What's it to you?
Red, I don't want to hear that name around this part of the country again. Now get mounted.
You all right, sis?
That was a
so.
close
You?
call.
Sure. Hey, you better sit down.
All right.
Oh, you folks all right?
Well, yes, sir.
I'm sorry,
You've
I
got
did...
enough damage. Hold up your hands.
Well, you don't understand. Mr. Cartwright will vouch for me. My name is Jack Ridgely. My father used to work for you. I've been hanging around for a week waiting to see you.
Why, of course, my boy. How are you? I've been away on business. Oh, this is Miss Helen Martin and her brother Don.
How do you do? Hello, Don.
How do you do?
Then you're not a bandit?
No.
We just chase bandits for amusement.
Well, this is my friend, Fuzzy Glass.
Just call me Fuzzy.
Let's get the stage going, shall we, Fuzzy?
I'm sorry about the gun.
Oh, Miss Martin and her brother are buying a little ranch near Julesburg.
And I have our money here, and naturally I tried to protect it.
Well, naturally. But next time, be sure your gun is loaded. I was in my second year at West Point when war was declared.
Your father served with the Texas troops, didn't he?
Yes. As soon as the war was over, I traced him as far as Julesburg, but I was too late. He was manager of your stage line, wasn't he, Mr. Cartwright?
Yes. After his death, I put Slade in his place, thinking maybe a gunfighter like him might be able to handle the situation.
Was Slade around town when my father was killed?
No. Appears to me he turned up the next day. As a matter of fact, I believe Slade's the man found the body.
Mr. Cartwright, what really happened to my father?
Well, nobody rightly knows, son. He was found out on the mesa one day with a bullet in his head.
Whoa there, boy. What's the matter? There's a horse.
That's funny. He's saddled.
Trouble?
I hope not. You better stay here.
This man was shot only a few minutes ago.
Wonder we didn't hear the shot.
We wouldn't with the noise the stagecoach was making. The fellow was close enough for this man to grab at him.
Whoever did it must have heard us coming.
Money belt's empty.
It's Bart Reynolds. That's the sort of thing I was telling you about. It's an outrage.
Yes, sir, it is that. I'm looking forward to meeting this man Slade.
It's about time you got here. You're 2 hours late. What happened?
Plenty.
What is this, a picnic? Who are you?
Fuzzy Glass. Just call me Fuzzy for short.
Howdy, Mr. Cartwright. I'm sorry you're delayed.
Delayed? I had more things happen to me on this trip than I thought possible. We found Bart Reynolds out on the trail murdered.
Reynolds? He just left town this afternoon. Didn't get very far, did he?
No.
Hey, you. Get Doc and go out on the trail and pick the body up.
Doc can't find out anything we don't know. The man's dead. And it's a wonder we're all not. Why, if it hadn't been for this young man, we would have been.
Yeah? I've seen him around town. You're the strangers asking all the questions, ain't you?
Yeah. I hear you don't like strangers.
That's right. Till I know who they are, what they want. Who told you?
Red.
Red?
Yeah, you know.
You're crazy.
Maybe. Maybe I'm crazy enough not to be scared of that reputation of yours.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe I think you know a whole lot more about these killings and holdups than you let on.
You are crazy.
Here, here. This is no cause for you two to get your tail feathers ruffled. Slade, this is Jack Ridgely.
Ridgely? Any kin to Jim Ridgely?
Some, but don't let that stop you.
It won't. When you're through, Mr. Cartwright, I'd like to see you.
Well, you seem to have picked up a fire eater, Mr. Cartwright.
Yes, I have. Mason, meet Jack Ridgely. Mr. Mason from the Land and Water Company.
How are you, Mr. Mason?
Pleased to meet you, Ridgely. I knew your father. This is the first time I ever heard of that anybody stood up to Slade and kept standing.
This is Miss Martin and her brother Don. I believe they wrote you about some land.
Oh, yes.
How do you
are you,
do?
Miss Martin? I'm sure you must be anxious to get settled. We'll go right over to the office and draw up the papers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ridgely, for all you've done.
Don't mention it.
Oh, yes. Shake hands with Yucca Wood, Ridgely. He'll show you around the town.
Hello?
Howdy. If you'll come this way, please.
So that's Jack Ridgely, huh? Don't look much like his old man.
No, he doesn't.
That's funny.
What?
My watch charm's going.
Oh, you'll find it somewhere.
I hope we're not disturbing Fuzzy's nap.
Don't worry about him.
Well, I've swept and scrubbed till you wouldn't know the old place. You've never seen such dust.
Looks well on you, too.
What?
The dust. You ought to see your face. Does it begin to look like home around here?
Yes, thanks to your help in getting us settled.
It's been a pleasure, and besides, I need the practice.
You ought to have a place of your own. I'll speak to Mr. Mason. Maybe he could interest you in this part of the country.
Well, there's lots to be said for this part of the country.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, Mr. Haddon.
You must be Ridgely. My name's Haddon, Ross Haddon. I own the next ranch.
How are you, Mr. Haddon?
Howdy.
I come over to have a little talk with you, Ridgely. Do you mind, ma'am?
Of course not. Go right ahead. Come on down. Let's go see about dinner.
Sure, sir.
Shall we sit down?
I don't mind.
Oh, this is fuzzy glass.
You can just drop the glass and call me Fuzzy.
Let's go over here.
Well, Ridgely, in spite of what you hear, there's a decent law-abiding element around here that don't like the way things are going.
Why don't they do something about it?
Well, you know how it is. Each man has so many troubles of his own, he can't take time to help his neighbor. And this single-handed fighting won't get you no place.
Go ahead. You got more than that on your mind.
Well, this killing of Bart Reynolds has got the boys riled up. Now, we're convinced that Slade had a hand in it, but we can't pin him down. Some of the boys were in town the other day and saw you meet Slade. Then when they learned that you'd been an officer in the Union Cavalry, well, they decided you was the man.
How many men feel the way you do?
Oh, 10. More will come when they see we mean business.
A few good men working together can do a lot of good.
Most of them are ex-soldiers and used to taking orders. Of course, they wasn't all on the same side.
Well, that should take care of itself. You better send out word to have these men get together.
I have. They'll be at Indian Rock at 4 o'clock. Well, boys, here we are, like we agreed. Here's Captain Jack Ridgely.
Haddon here tells me you're raring to go.
Let's go.
Well, I've seen a lot of outfits start out like this, but they get out of hand when some men start using them to settle their personal grudges. I don't think any of you have a bigger score to settle than I have.
That's right, Cap. Most of us knew your dad.
Sure did.
Sure.
And I take this job on one condition, that we handle the men responsible according to law.
There ain't no law in Julesburg.
There will be. We'll see to it.
I think most of us are with you, Cap.
Well, sure. When do we start?
Come on, Reb. They reckon you're shacked.
Oh, no, they ain't.
Hold it, everybody. There you go, scattering all over the country.
Well, I'm going to my shack.
We're all going to your shack, but we're not stampeding in there like a bunch of locoed cattle.
That's right, boys. He's leading us.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Come on.
Good.